Good afternoon, my name is Одарченко and I'm campaign manager, founder of SIC Group company, and we organize elections and do political management and PR work internationally. So I live here in DC, but we also do a lot of work in Eastern Europe and Central Asia. And today I got question from my Facebook follower with question and answer and asking for additional analytics and overview of elections in Uzbekistan. So Uzbekistan, it's a country in Central Asia, so it's famous because it's quite authoritarian country, and this country was led by dictator Karimov. Maybe you know about him. So he was classical dictator, so he used kids labor, he kill his political opponents in prison, and after his death, the next president who was elected became Mr. Mirziyoyev. He originally worked with Karimov as his prime minister, so he also authoritarian style political leader, and he used to change constitution for his political purposes. Unfortunately, this method, like changing constitution to have more time for presidency, it's classical and very sad tool, which we can see in Russia, in Belarus, and also you see the same method in Uzbekistan, and Mr. President Mirziyoyev used the same tool of changing constitution to get elected and to be elected one more time. So on this election, Mirziyoyev got more than 13 million voters, so it's more than 85, if I remember right, it's 87% of support. So you perfectly can understand that if person have more than 80 or 90% of support, of course it's authoritarian regime, and of course it's not free and fair elections. So as a woman who was a candidate on the same presidential race, she got around 5%. And what I can say about this election? So of course it's not free and fair elections. Of course it's like Russian style elections and Belarusian style elections, where you can see fake opposition, because what was the main message of opposition leaders? They said that, okay, Karimov was dictator, this period was bad, and Mirziyoyev did a lot of positive reforms in Uzbekistan, and we as opposition respect his work as president, but we have some more proposals. So, and this is the main message of all oppositional leaders, and these oppositional leaders originally don't do any active campaigning. So the second issue is, of course, that all people know that Mirziyoyev will be president. So that's what. So, and basically, of course, not 80% of like votes was written or fake. People really support Mirziyoyev because they still live in post-Soviet Union authoritarian matrix of understanding power. So we have and we discuss some demonstration in Karapalkapstan. I know it's hard to pronounce, but still it shows that some people ready to do demonstrations and some people active, but mostly people who write some posts in social medias, and I mean not trolls but real people. They said that we hope that Mirziyoyev will understand some problems with corruption, and he will understand that in Uzbekistan we need better roads, and he became more open to international relationship. But originally, of course, civil society is not developed. Originally they opened some cooperation only for business, but not about like human rights or political diversity or other Western values. And of course Mirziyoyev directly communicate and work with Putin. Even he visit also parade in Moscow, which was this year in May. So it's my opinion about these elections. Nothing interesting, unfortunately. Classical, not free and fair election. Classical fair election. Authoritarian regime change constitution and have more time to do corruption and to do pressure to their people. And I'm hope that in Uzbekistan there is also active people who wanna do change and who will be able to change this regime to more free, fair, and to vote for political leaders with human face. So hope that my followers will be happy with this short overview of elections in Uzbekistan, and will be happy to answer to other your questions here on Facebook or on YouTube platform. And if you need some help, or if you want to work with SIC Group or with me directly on elections, please contact SIC Group office in DC or in Europe. We will be happy to coordinate with you, and have a good day.